The loudest person in the room is rarely the leader. It may look like confidence. It may even sound like authority. But more often than not, it's something else entirely. Noise. Think about it. In almost every environment, schools, workplaces, social spaces, there's always that one person, the one who talks the most, the one who interrupts, the one who makes sure their presence is felt at all times. And for a moment, it works. People notice them. They command attention. They dominate conversations. But attention is not the same as respect. And noise is not the same as influence. Real leadership doesn't compete for attention. It doesn't need to, because it operates from something deeper. Clarity. When a person is clear about who they are, what they stand for, and where they are going, they don't need to raise their voice to be heard. Their presence does that for them. You've seen it before. A quiet individual walks into a room and nothing dramatic happens. No announcement, no performance. But slowly, people begin to notice. Not because they are trying to be seen, but because there is something steady about them, something grounded. They speak less, but when they do, people listen. Not out of obligation, but out of respect, because their words carry weight. Now compare that to the loudest person. Constantly speaking, constantly reacting, constantly trying to prove something. There is urgency in their behavior, a need to be acknowledged, a need to stay relevant. And that urgency reveals something important: insecurity. Because true confidence is quiet. It doesn't rush. It doesn't force. It doesn't demand space. It creates it. The loudest person often confuses control with leadership. They think being heard means being followed. But leadership is not about control. It's about direction. And direction requires something most loud people lack: listening. Because a real leader understands people. They observe, they process, they respond with intention. They don't react to everything. They don't need to. Silence to them is not weakness. It is power. It gives them space to think, to understand, to decide. While others are busy speaking, they are busy seeing. And that difference changes everything. Because when they finally speak, it is not to impress. It is to move things forward, to bring clarity, to create alignment. And people feel that. They trust it. They follow it. Not because they are forced to, but because it makes sense. Not loud, not aggressive, precise, intentional. So the next time you find yourself in a room, pay attention, not to the loudest voice, but to the one people quietly turn toward when things become uncertain. The one who doesn't rush to speak, but speaks when it matters. The one who doesn't seek attention, but naturally holds it. Because that person is the leader. And if you want to grow into that kind of presence, start by saying less, observing more, and building a level of clarity within yourself that doesn't need to be announced. Because in the end, leadership is not about being the most heard. It's about being the most understood. In the next chapter, we'll explore something even deeper. Why true leaders often feel unqualified, and why that might actually be their greatest strength. Like this video if it was helpful, and don't forget to subscribe for more updates.